Shortcut has shortcomings, and it is important to be willing to go through the process of whatever it is, that you have determined desire to do to accomplish in life. And this remind me of the experiences, going through in to become a clinician. And you want to talk about, like, the long hours, the clinical judgment decisions, that the decision you made, to take care of critically ill patients, in maybe like taking care of five, within short hours, six, or maybe like in long hours, you are looking after, 60 patients, at times up to 100 patients that are clinically ill. And your judgment, your decision, depends on their on their life, and then yourself too. You have your certificate to depend. So what am I saying? Anything that you determine to do in life, make sure you go all the way. And that is when you become the expert, the experience. And like now, as you grow, higher on that discipline, on that profession, then those experiences are going to, sum up together, that make you who you are because of those experiences, not only the theory, the knowledge, which are good, but the experience, the lived experience that you've gone through, handling all those things, um, as you are growing your profession. And now it is easier as you climb higher. It becomes easy, to work around those pauses. Now just clients come, and then you just say 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then you get the paid, for the amount of money you are getting. And people just say, oh, you just, like one of my consultants said one time that some of his folks will say, you just sit down talking to people and getting paid this amount of dollars. Yes, because you've paid the sacrifice, that is necessary to that took you to that level. And from there, your practice will become expert, as I said, because of the wealth of experience that you've been able to gather together along the course of your training. And your patient, or whatsoever you are doing, they can see, that impact of experience. And generally, to the people out there, it is good to be kind to one another. You don't know what people, are going through in their life. And for other people too, it's not necessary, to fake anything, looking for validation. And people are, getting into evidence, and life, being crushed under the heavy burden of life. And you should not be the one, because of your insensitivity, your comments, your reaction, that will make someone to do the unthinkable. Yeah, be kind to people. Yeah, even your smile, your smile, your positivity should be the reason why people will determine, to go the extra mile. Let's be compassionate to one another. And if this interests you, you can send email or DM about coaching, problem solving, giving people, the resources, the intervention, the coping skill that you need, to get through in life. My name is Dr. Debbie, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.